Thank you for showing an interest in philosophy and ethics. My name is Mrs. Staker and I'm going to explain the course to you in this short presentation and hopefully address any questions you may have about the course. I'm going to start by giving you a breakdown of the course content, starting with Year 9. As part of the course, students will need to learn about 2 religions. At the Stonehenge School, we have chosen for those religions to be Buddhism and Christianity. Buddhism is a religion without a god, and a lot of Buddhist teachings are quite surprising to look at and interesting for our students to find out about. Students will also look at Christianity in Year 9. Christianity being a religion students are mostly more familiar with. However, again, there are lots of beliefs and teachings that are new to the students and are often a source of great debate. To break up the study of the 2 religions, we also choose one ethics unit, and that choice is open to the students studying the course. As we move into Year 10, our principal focus is on the ethics units. In the exam, students will need to exam questions on 4 ethics topics. We cover 5 ethics topics to ensure students have the best chance of success. To give you a brief overview of each of the topics, peace and conflict. Peace and conflict looks at the root causes of war. It examines the rights and wrongs of various types of warfare. We also look at pacifism and the reason why some people do not agree with war. Moving on to relationships in the families. This looks at a range of issues surrounding the development of relationships. We look at marriage and divorce, the changing role of women and gender equality. We also look at homosexuality and the development of LGBTQ rights in the UK. Moving on to crime and punishment. In the Crime and Punishment unit, we look at a range of crimes and the underlying reasons for committing these. We also look at a range of punishments available and what the aim is behind each punishment. Finally, we look at the ethical debate surrounding the death penalty. Revelation. Revelation is a relatively short unit that looks at the various reasons why people do or do not believe in God, taking philosophical arguments into account. For example, the design theory or the first cause theory. Students tend to find those really quite fascinating and really something that they like to debate about. And finally, medical ethics. This is always the last ethics unit that we cover, as it includes some hard-hitting topics that require a level of maturity. Some of these include animal experimentation, abortion, and euthanasia. Having covered 2 religions and all 5 ethics units, we then work really hard at ensuring all this knowledge is securely embedded and worked on, developing exam technique in order to ensure the best chances of exam success. How do we approach these topics? How we approach these topics is largely influenced by the students in the classroom. Some students like working creatively, others enjoy debating. However, students should expect a range of engaging activities whilst covering the curriculum content. Some of the activities that we might use are use of ICT, the use of drama and role play, trips and visits, guest speakers, using creativity, debating, and the one thing that all classes will have to engage in is exam style practice, because at the end of the day, students will be sitting an exam and need to know what to expect. The course is assessed at the end of Year 11, and it is included are 2 exams. 50% of the exam marks are carried by the Buddhism and Christianity unit. This paper lasts for 1 hour and 45 minutes. The other half of the marks come from the ethics unit, again 1 hour and 45 minutes. So why should you consider philosophy and ethics? It offers students a whole range of transferable skills such as essay writing, debating, reflection, evaluation, persuasive writing and independent thinking. These are skills that students are going to use not just in philosophy and ethics, but also in other subjects like English, geography, history, and just generally in further education. The skills they develop are also going to be really relevant for a number of career pathways. For example, the armed forces, medicine, journalism, social work, police force, law, researcher or teacher. It's helpful in careers where you deal with the general public. Another reason to consider philosophy and ethics is because we are a very successful department. Our results are outstanding. We are consistently one of the top performing GCSEs, not only in the school, but also nationally. The most important reason to choose philosophy and ethics, however, is enjoyment. Many of the former students of philosophy and ethics at Stonehenge School go on to study either philosophy or religious studies at A-level. Very few students ever drop out of philosophy and ethics, and a lot of students say to me, I really wish I had have chosen this subject. Finally, philosophy and ethics is an incredibly relevant subject. If you have a look at the papers nowadays, it's filled with all the topics that we look at in the classroom. Philosophy and ethics provides a safe environment for students to explore those ideas, to develop their own opinions, and to find out about the world around them. So I would encourage you please to consider philosophy and ethics as one of your option choices. If you do have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me either in school or as a parent. Please don't hesitate to email me. Thank you very much.